Most veteran anglers know that it's very important to use a good quality line that's in good condition. When we fish quite a bit, and especially if we fish close to the bottom, our lines can get frayed and nicked. That's when you have to re-spool your line with fresh line. The first step when it comes to re-spooling new line is to make sure that you fasten your line to either a spinning reel or a bait casting reel. In a spinning reel, if you just use a loop knot or a couple of half hitches, sometimes I'll use a piece of tape and put it down over the knot. In the case of a bait caster, sometimes they're vented. They have small holes in the spool. You can actually slide the line through a hole and then tie your favorite knot to secure it. The last thing you want is to spool new line on a reel where the whole spool of line is spinning around the reel. The second step is to ensure that your drag is set tight. When you wind your new line on, you want it to be put on tight so there's no slack in it, and you don't want to hear your drag. A good way to hold the new spool of line as you're putting the line onto your reel is to take a pencil and slide it through the center. If you have a friend nearby, have him hold the two ends of the pencil so the spool is in the center, putting a little bit of friction with his hands against the spool. When I'm by myself, I do the same thing, but I actually hold a stick or a pencil inside the spool with my shoes. It's very important that the line comes off with a little bit of pressure so that it packs onto the reel nice and tight. When you're spooling new line, especially on a spinning reel, you want to make sure that the line is coming off the top of the reel, so it's the exact opposite of when they were loading the line onto the filler spools. This way you won't get any line twists. Keep in mind that with the spinning reel there's a rotor and a bail arm, and when you wind the line on, the reel actually goes in a clockwise position. You should never fill the reel more than 1/8 of an inch from the top of the spool. If you overfill your spool, you'll be able to cast far, but in all likelihood the line will probably fly off the reel and you're going to get a tangle or a bird's nest. So always leave about 1/8 of an inch of space between the top of your new line and the rim of the reel.